There was a little peak there when I suddenly realized that it was going to start getting a bit hairy. Dale from Ullman's Sales is on his way down from Queensland at the moment, so he's going to come down tomorrow afternoon to fit the new mainsail. So it's like it's all happening, all coming together finally, which is really, really good.
Very slowly.
No, don't like just rip it.
What is this? I have no idea. Oh, look, inflatable mat at the back. Floating platform. Well, now we have to use this.
That's gonna be fun.
This is great.
Yeah, and this is great. Behind the tender.
Hello, Grandma and Grandpa. I'm opening a present. Whoa, what is this?
It's tender.
What? What is that? Whoa!
Thank you so much.
It's connectable.
Traceable mold escaper.
And you can take that rail off and put it on any of these X's. So you can change it around as well.
And look, there's a whale, there's a lamb, there's a...
Okay, this is my new present.
We are on the boat now for Christmas, and we've just had an awesome Christmas morning and a brunch, good coffees, and I just couldn't help myself, and I got stuck into a bunch of jobs. One of the jobs was that our outboard motor was not running very smoothly from last weekend. We were heading back, it was behaving exactly as it pretty much always had. Although I'd noticed that it had a slight little bit of shuddering on it maybe, but it was behaving as it always had, and then suddenly it just seemed to be running roughly, so kind of almost cutting out, and in fact it did cut out a few times, and that was concerning me, and I thought that it could only really be one of two things, which was fuel supply or the ignition, so the spark plugs. And yeah, I pumped a bit of extra fuel into it with the hand pump and repositioned the fuel tank, and none of that really seemed to make too much of a difference. Anyway, this morning I took the spark plugs out, gave them a clean as best I could, just used some relatively fine sandpaper and gave them a clean, and then re-gapped them. They're supposed to be gapped to 0.8 to 0.9 mil, and I've got a gap gauge, and so I just re-gapped them to 0.8, although they were pretty close, and I've just put them back in, and the motor is running way better than it was, which is great. So the other job that I need to do now is to service our generator. We've got a 2 kVA Honda generator, but we're going to be using this generator these holidays to probably charge the batteries every now and then, but mainly to run the new water maker that we've got. So I'm going to do a service. I've got a few bits and pieces, and I'm going to see what kind of a service I can do to the generator. Let's see how we go. So these are the parts that I've got here: new spark plug, and then 2 new air filters. So I'm going to stick those in here. This is the generator that we've got in this beautiful carry bag. Right, so here's the generator. As you can see, it's an EU20i So 2 kVA or 2 kilowatts, I'm not quite sure which. I think it probably does about, maybe it's 2 kVA, so 1600 watts, something like that. Let's see what we can do. I'm pretty sure that just in here we can find the spark plug. Righto, so what we need to do there is just take that lead off. It's called a boot. There's a spark plug in there, and then we need a tool like this. I've got this spark plug puller here, so it's a relatively simple job. Just getting that on there, getting on the right mode. Just going to crack that. That is a bit dirty. Let's get it into some light. Come on, Steph, find some light, mate. There we go. So you can see that's a bit dirty. We'll just change that out for a new one. Nice. So I've just put that new spark plug in there, and I'm just tightening by hand until it just feels a little bit tight. And then I'm going to do like maybe a quarter of a turn, just to tighten it up a bit. Nothing too tight, nothing too extreme. Don't want to strip the threads in there, in that aluminium housing. There we go. I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean there, and then stick the boot back on. So I'm just going to give the end of that spark plug just a bit of a clean. It's a brand new thing, so it should be fine. And I'll stick that boot back on. There we go, all done. Nice and accessible, that spark plug. There are other generators that I've seen before but a spark plug is not so accessible. Okay, now the next thing to do is to find out where these air filters are. I'm gonna try in there and see what I can find. But that looks like an air intake on that side, so maybe I need to get in there. So I've just taken that plate off. I reckon I can put this rusty screwdriver in there. Okay, and that goes in there. Right. So the other thing I could do is I could drain the oil from here and fill up with oil. I could do that. I might not. Okay, I've just closed this guy up now, so let's see if we can get it started. It is on. Eco throttle I'm leaving off. Choke on. I think that's the right spot for the choke. Let's see if we can get it started. Nice. How cool.